Back here on CBS Sports HQ, presented by Trimfaya, Travion Henderson seals the deal. Have a day, kid. 14 carries, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. First multi-touchdown game of his NFL career. And we were thinking maybe just go down. No. Just go score, kid. And let's get back out to Tampa. Welcome in Tony Romo. And Tony, I know you guys were talking about the idea there of just going down. No. Score the touchdown, right? Like, let the kid have his moment. What did you see from Travion Henderson in this game? Able to break free multiple times in this game.
Well, that was the difference in the game. It was two teams who were very similar in many fronts. You got both dominant D lines, especially up in the middle. And it was going to be who can run the football, because both these teams can stuff the run, at a very high level. And both quarterbacks have been playing off the charts. But it was a very close, tight game. But they played it close to the vest. Screens on 3rd and long. Didn't just allow things to happen. The turnover almost hurt New England. But not when you have Henderson rolling like he did. That was so impressive and fun to watch. Yeah, some late game drama. The game started so quickly with Tampa Bay going down and scoring a touchdown to Emeka Egbuka, former teammate of Travion Henderson at Ohio State. And then you see Drake Maye make the mistake throwing the interception in the end zone. What's your takeaway now seeing him up close and personal, because he now is the favorite to win NFL MVP? I think the biggest thing, the MVP changes every week, we feel like, but he's had some sustained success for a while now. For such a young guy to come in and really understand football, and he's benefited from having Josh McDaniels there, and you need a coach, somebody to really teach you, and then you get to show off your talent, which he has, and boy, it's come to fruition. If people did not think this team was for real, they are. New England can make a run in the playoffs. Yeah, this is an incredible Patriots team, and we saw what happened with Buffalo in Miami getting upset. This Patriots team, if people didn't know, they are for real. What does this mean for Mike Vrabel and the Patriots going on the road and getting this win? Well, you're trying to create a culture, and you're trying to impose your vision on the team. And the more you win, and the more the guys see success, the more they believe in it. So it just compounds on itself, and I feel like that's happening right now. And this is a young football team, and they brought in some veterans in the offseason, and they've all performed up to the standard. But they had a vision for this, and their template is playing out exactly how they did. It's a little earlier than I think most people thought, but when you have a great interior front on defense and you can run the football a little bit and create the big plays that they have, that's a template to win anywhere. Patriots have won 7 in a row. Tony Romo calling their latest victory from Tampa Bay. Tony, appreciate the time, always stopping by here on CBS Sports HQ. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Great stuff from Tony Romo there, talking a little ball about the Patriots. And, well, look at this here. Starting 8-2 or better after back-to-back 13-point losses as you compare them with the Colts in 1999. Peyton Manning, the starting quarterback. Drake Maye, the starting quarterback for the Patriots. How will they finish? Well, Patriots are 8-2, their best 10-game start since 2019, Tom Brady's last season with New England. All right, back here in studio, Jonathan Jones, Bryant McFadden, Melvin Gordon. Melvin, let's start with Travion Henderson. Look, this kid goes into this game, a huge opportunity with Ramondre Stevenson out. What did you see from him where he gets the opportunities behind the blockers, right? And he's just creating momentum for himself out of the backfield.
I think that's what running backs, special running backs do. You have to create something that's not there. It's the NFL. The hoes are not going to always be there. You got to create something, make something happen. He's been showing flashes all year, though, to say that. He's been on special teams. You see the speed. You see what he's been doing. I thought he'd be starting way earlier, to be honest with you. But I knew his time would come, and like I said, the more he gets settled in and comfortable, the sky's the limit, and I think New England going to have themselves a guy.
Do you think the reason why he didn't start earlier because it was Mike Vrabel and he wanted to have a veteran there to kind of lead the way for the rookie?
That could be. There's no doubt about that. I'll tell you this. When Ramondre Stevenson was coughing the football up a whole lot, I was asking folks in New England, why is Vrabel not sitting him down? Why do you not see any sort of consequences for these actions in the following game? And I was told that that is the point that Vrabel was trying to make with Ramondre by not sitting him, that he was hoping to sort of make that statement. Now, of course, that Ramondre was out due to injury, Travion gets this opportunity. I completely agree with you. Whether it's Travion starting when Ramondre's back or whether he has earned himself more opportunities, there's no doubt they're putting the ball in his chest more.
And it's opening opportunities for Drake Maye, B-Mac, because you see him, and he did make the mistake throwing the interception in the end zone late in that game, which could have been costly, but Henderson bails him out in the end.
You know, the first telling sign of a really, really good quarterback, their ability to make the players around them look better than what we look at them as in terms of NFL wide receivers. Today, Mac Hollins was his leading receiver, over 100 yards. You saw Kyle Williams showed up in the stat sheet. Remember, they're missing their top wide receiver in Keyshawn Butte, who has merged to be their wide receiver one, and you still have Stephon Diggs, who made some timely plays today. This is all about Drake Maye. That's what we saw last year with Jaden Daniels. Remember, he made the pass catchers with the Commanders look better than what we looked at them to be in terms of what they've done throughout their professional career. So Drake Maye has been amazing. And I'll say this, when you look at the Patriots being 8-2, currently tied with the Indianapolis Colts for the top record in the AFC, I like the Patriots' chances to lock up that #1 seed, solely because of what they're doing on the football field. But outside of that, look at their schedule. They got the Jets, Cincy, Giants, Buffalo, at Baltimore, Jets, Miami.
What are you saying? They're going to run the table?
I'm not saying they're going to run the table. I'm saying their remaining schedule is softer than the Colts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because remember, once the season, when they revealed the schedule, the Patriots had the easiest strength of schedule throughout the entire NFL. So when you look at the gauntlet they've currently gone through and finishing on a high note, which would be important to get that #1 spot, you don't like their chances?
Chances are pretty good. I will say this, because everyone was getting on the Patriots about their schedule as though this was college and they could make their schedule, right? As though this were the BCS and you care about strength of schedule. You only play, I mean, this formula, I could tell you the Patriots are playing 7 years from now and where they're playing and what the moon is going to be at that time, okay? But when you look at what the Patriots have done, they have beaten the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, and they just went to Tampa and just beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. And so while they may not have the most formidable opponents coming up in their schedule, the ones that are on their slate, they're handling. They are taking care of business. So credit to the Patriots, and I think someone mentioned about that defense, right? This is a top 5 defense in both 3rd and 4th down defense. And so Drake Maye throwing that interception in the end zone against Tampa in Tampa, that could be a killer. This was a big team win.
Absolutely. When you take a look at this team, if you didn't think that New England could win the AFC East with Buffalo, I think you need to start realizing that there's other ideas here for New England. With Drake Maye, with Travion Henderson, and this defense, this is incredible when you think about what they're off to, an 8-2 start, and I'm already going ahead and giving them 9-2. But we did see upsets aplenty here in Week 10, so it's not. Look, it can happen. Somebody can get upset.
Happen. You're right.
It can.
It can.
But it's unlikely. It's unlikely. Look. We're comparing the Patriots and the Colts here from 1999, 8-2 or better after back-to-back 13-loss seasons. The Colts in '99, they finished 13-3 with Peyton Manning, and Drake Maye. Well, he's going to try to lead them to another Super Bowl. It's not out of the question, right? I mean, they got a great defense, they got a solid offense. Probably not in the people's preseason predictions, but hey, Patriots 7 straight wins.